Please subscribe, like, comment, and turn on the notification button so you are aware of our future episodes that you will love so much. Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of the Film Biz Show. We're here on our third and final day at MIP Africa, and what a ride it has been. Today we have a very special conversation that's about to happen. This gentleman is the festival director of the Rustenburg Film Festival. He's a director, a film enthusiast, and an all-round movie lover. Please help me to welcome Mr. Bongi Ncube, Mr. Ncube. Welcome, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, man. How has this experience been of being here at Film Week?
Yes, man. Film Week never disappoints, eh?
Yeah, no.
Film Week is always something. I really enjoy it. It's one of those events that are permanent in my calendar.
Yeah.
Because whenever I come here, I get so much done.
Yeah.
The connections that you create here are just
Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
I can't even begin. Yeah. So I really love it. Just to interact with creatives, to check what is going on, to keep up to date with the industry trends, to meet guys like you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So it's been an amazing experience.
I'm glad that you're finding it productive because, I've been noticing a lot of content creators, from producers to directors and writers, are giving the very same review you're giving me. It's to say, man, this has actually shifted me ahead. And yes, you can have conversations, you can set up meetings while you're back, at home, but it's just not the same.
No, it's not.
And I always tell filmmakers that I've been speaking to in Johannesburg, like, if you're not coming to MIP Africa, you're not having the right conversations. So, man, I'm very glad that you found it to be productive. But you tell me, where did your journey with filmmaking actually begin?
Yeah, it was actually I would say an accidental but deliberate journey. Early 2000s, my young brother and I were driving down the N1 highway, and we passed this rental company. I don't know what it was called then. There was a huge light in front of the building. And we had just come off The Matrix, the first one. And he said, you and I, my brother, we must make movies. That was very, very early in 2000. He says, look, this is a business. So I said, okay, cool, let's do it. But fast forward 5 years later, he goes to the United Kingdom. He stays there, and I'm left alone. And then a friend of mine comes and says, guess what? I'm thinking about doing a film. And you're gonna direct it. It's like, what? I'm gonna direct it. Well, I'm not a director. He says, yeah, but you've got this eye. You've got this eye, It's okay. Let's do it. Yeah. So that's basically how I started. That was 2005. I came into the industry. Yeah. I did a couple of workshops here and there, just to, educate myself, because I didn't go to film school. Yeah. So after that, then I got into the vibe of things, and I started acclimatizing, and I just loved it. Sad to say, the film that we did with my friend never got completed.
Yeah, don't worry. That's a story of many. You were just literally learning, how the ropes go. So it's fun. What was it called?
It was called Kingsley,
like the cold drink. I love it.
Like the cold drink. It was an amazing story, hey? But the unfortunate thing was that the producer was not so experienced. So a lot of funds were spent in the wrong places, and then ultimately we didn't have enough to complete the film.
Yeah, you know what? Mr. B, I had my first try at producing a theater show.
Yeah.
That was here in Cape Town, and we were going to the National Arts Festival.
Yeah.
And as a young producer who's trying to direct and write, we made so many financial mistakes.
Yes.
And sometimes I'm a bit lenient. You see, there's a producer who's a thief, and there's one who just mismanaged.
Yeah.
And I think your guy mismanaged. So forgive him.
He wasn't a
inexperienced.
thief.
Yeah,
Totally,
I'm
yeah,
sure,
no, it wasn't.
Yeah. The thieves already they're already arrogant when they get to set, because they know they did something wrong. They don't want you to say something.
They hide the
against them.
money.
The ones who they're so humble, guys. That's so sorry. Like so yeah, shame. And so fast forward, then how did the actual proper journey start?
Yeah, then the proper journey started when I came across something from. Now remember, now I was already in the industry, so I started getting curious. Started attending. I don't know if you know of Media Tech. Jesus, brother, that was a kind of a film gathering.
Yeah.
Very long time ago. It used to happen at the Dome. So I would be there every year, and then attended some workshops, script writing, directing workshops. Then from there, I started to, I thought, let me get myself a mentor because it's not going to be easy. I don't know the industry.
Yeah.
So I started targeting people that I see regularly in these events. Because for me, it meant that's an authentic individual.
Yeah.
If he can appear publicly all this time.
True.
So I identified a gentleman who I'm not going to mention because he's somewhere top at Netflix. Okay. So I don't want to.
We do know his name. We're not going to tell you.
Oh, you can Google. If you search, you will see if you know how to search.
We'll talk offline.
So then I started stalking him, right? Started stalking him, and he wouldn't give me the time. It took me about 2 years for me to finally secure a meeting with him. So I secured a meeting with him, and they said, no, cool. But seeing that you're starting out, start somewhere. I will introduce you to a gentleman who is going to help you perhaps with your first film. At that time, Zanzi Magic was starting out as a channel. So now this is like 2010, 2011, thereabout. So I met this gentleman from Zanzi Magic, and he says, oh, do you have a script? I said, yes. I didn't have a script. But I just said, no, I do have a script.
That's it, yeah.
And on my way back, I had gone with my wife to the Durban Film Festival, International Film Festival. On my way back, I was like, you know what, babes? I told someone I have a script, and I told, so you got to give me a script now.
She's going to write. Is she a writer?
No. I just said, give me the story.
Okay.
On our way back, because we drove. So on our way back, literally the whole journey, we were just going back and forth on a story. Yes, he said, no, I had to put something agency into it, get a story that's got time. Like this character must do something within a short space of time. So I worked on it. And then a film called 48 came out of that. Wow. It was one of the biggest films in Zanzi Magic during that time. Where they were calling them Lokshin Bioscope.
Yes.
So I don't know, it played over 20 times or something like that because it was that good. But so the negotiation was, Mnet gave me a small amount of money during that time. So I thought, you know what, can I add a bit more so that I can make something much, much better on condition that you allow me to use this film in festivals? Because I want to travel with it in festivals to showcase myself and my talent. They agreed. Film got accepted in LA at the Pan-African Film Festival. Then it went to the African Movie Academy Awards in Nigeria. It did amazing stuff for me. So from there, that's it. Gone.
Brilliant.
150,000 rand that I just put on top.
You just put in, but I think that's a big lesson to all of us.
Yeah.
That once you go over and above and you think more long term, then you really have a chance of creating great things. Most producers find I think it's a human thing that we tend to obviously think about our immediate needs, and it really does take us back.
To feed.
Fast forward to the actual Rustenburg Film Festival. What is the mandate of it? Who are your partners? When does it start? And what is the whole vision of the whole initiative?
Right. So the Rustenburg Film Festival, we call ourselves a small, big festival that happens in Rustenburg.
Yeah.
We say small because, we are in our 9th year now.
Wonderful.
So it's really an intimate space. We've got plus minus 150 attendees annually. But the good thing about it is the people that you find there are just about film and the creative industry, visual, that is. So this year let me talk about the mandates first. So the mandates of the festival is to develop, is to connect, is to promote. Those are just the three things that we live by. We develop in terms of workshops. So we make sure that we conduct workshops to upskill or quickly scale filmmakers that are coming into the industry and existing ones. And then the connecting part of it, we bring in top people. You were saying that it's so easy to secure meetings here, right?
So true.
With people whom traditionally you won't manage to secure meetings when they're back at their offices.
So true.
Because here they're just about this. Whereas in the office, they have to manipulate, amongst many other things and maneuver, so to speak. So now we bring those people, top names in the industry, we bring them over to Rustenburg, and then they interact with our filmmakers there locally. And amazing things have come out. TV series have come out, movies have come out, deals have come out of that. So that's our connect pillar. And then the promote pillar is where we promote in two ways. We promote the filmmakers. So the filmmakers who submit their films to our festival, we do a lot of promotion. From right now, we've got live streams that are happening where we showcase filmmakers whose work has been accepted in the film festival. And so we really try to put them out there so that they can be noticed. That's our mandate there. And then the other promote is about the locations of the Northwest. So we want to showcase, you'll be surprised. I don't know if you watched the movie called Blended by Adam Sandler. That movie was shot in Rustenburg. Where Mr. Bones, and there's quite a lot. There's a lot of films that were shot in Rustenburg.
Is it because Sun City is a good attraction, or it's also maybe the game reserve? So why do you think it seems like Rustenburg is a nice attraction?
Yeah. I think predominantly it's Sun City, to be honest. Though around Sun City, then you have your game parks and whatnot. So that's why Mr. Bones can shoot there, because Leon Schuster wanted that setting, right? But your Blended it's mainly plays out in that hotel. What do you call it? The Palace or something?
Yes, the Palace of Dreams. What is that place? No.
Yeah, man. I don't know. What is it?
Oh, I haven't been to Sun City.
That one.
Yes.
Everybody knows that one. So so I think that could be, the reason. So we also try to showcase the area as well, to say, come shoot. Rustenburg is only 100 kilometers from Gauteng, right? And you can get your gear there. So it's not really a totally isolated town where you're not gonna. Media Film Services can drive up there and drop off your equipment. That's how all these other films have done it, right? So we're trying to really promote the location, so to say, the province. Yes. So those are three key mandates.
But I mean, one of the issues that happened. I mean, if you look at the KZN, situation, is that the government has put in a lot of work in making sure that they attract a lot of people to come. It's a location and a destination in which people can come.
Yeah.
But the one weak point that they do have is that they don't have skilled people who work in crew day in, day out that they can trust. So it presents a bit of a problem where if you are an experienced producer or filmmaker, you'd have to obviously get mostly your HODs and your trusted crew members, from another province. You'd have to get get them accommodation, get dated and so on. So it's a bit of more of an expense there. But what they're trying to do is mitigate that by developing, having skills training development to make sure that at least the local community knows how to run a crew, make sure that everything is fine. What initiatives are being implemented in Rustenburg to upskill, the local community, to make sure that if any productions come there, you don't have to source people from outside and make, take up costs.
Yeah. So in all honesty, right, Rustenburg, let me just say Northwest in general, is not yet a film-friendly province. And that I say because there's no film commission, there's no film office currently. But as a festival, we've been trying to really lobby because now we're in partnership with the Rustenburg local municipality. So we are finding that as a very, let me say, strategic door to get in there and start to get these conversations and to get these structure-related kind of issues resolved. Because with the film commission, such things that you're talking about from the KZN film, KZN province, they begin to happen. And they can only happen if government is at the forefront. Because government sets up structures, puts together policy, and the framework in which then enables the industry to operate. So, yeah, so that's what we've been doing as a festival. We're not sitting saying, you know what, there's no rental house here. No, we say, no, come. A rental house is just 100 kilometers from here. Come. An international airport is only 130 kilometers from here. Actually, Lanseria is an international airport, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And it's plus minus 100 kilometers. So there's no excuse. We're trying to push for those structures to really be set up and get that province to participate in, because we need all hands on deck. This is a huge pie, really.
Massive.
It's
massive. It really is massive. So I've got family in Botswana.
Okay.
And every year I do spend about a month visiting them, spending time. And I've managed to have also friends who are in the business of film there. And, talking to them, they were like, yeah, but, we're only a small population. I'm thinking to them, so they were talking about how the business is not very viable in Botswana. And I said, no, guys, no. You are thinking too small. You are not only, you don't have a footprint only in Botswana. You also have a footprint within Botswana people in South Africa. There's even people in Namibia who are accessible. People in Northern Cape.
Yeah.
So the Setswana language presents a huge opportunity, for an sort of like national collaboration amongst South Africa and other countries, and Botswana, Namibia, which also has Botswana people, and also Basotho, who understand this language. You spoke about a very interesting, project in which you were working with Botswana Television. Do you mind telling us about that and how it came about?
Yeah, so the project is called Colors. It's a television series, 26 episodes. Took us 6 months to film in Botswana. Yeah, so it was an interesting project. There were challenges because as well, Botswana is still sort of underdeveloped when it comes to film and television. So it's also a space that is trying to come up and participate.
Yeah.
So hence, I'm sure here at Filmmaking you had, there's Steve Harvey. He came over and he's doing a project with them called Ignite to try and get the country, to certain.
We actually managed to have a meeting or an interview with his business partner, Irvin, who's actually, the real muscle behind the project. And it's amazing what they're doing and how they plan on developing the Botswana industry. So there's big things coming, but Yeah,
indeed. So that it's been a successful project. And coming back to what you said about the filmmakers from Botswana saying that they don't have a market.
Yeah.
This series called Colors got licensed locally in South Africa to the biggest broadcaster in South Africa, which is SABC1.
Amazing.
How does that happen? Because it was short for Botswana.
Yeah.
That is because the languages. Who doesn't understand Setswana in South Africa? You see, so filmmakers from Botswana need to dispel that notion.
Yeah.
They don't only have 2 million people to create content for.
That's true.
They've got 2 million people plus another. I won't say 60 million, of course, because
but I'd say 8.
I would say 8.
8, 10,
thereabout.
possibly.
Yeah. Setswana speaking,
Yes,
Sepedi, Sotho, and all those dialects. They sort of understand.
They understand.
There you go. And besides, the series is 90% English.
Okay.
So, which means if then you realize that you only have 2 million people that you talk to, then you subtitle your stuff or you make it in English so that it can travel further. The streamers have showed us that anything you do now can instantly reach the entire world. So it depends on how you do it. So anyway, we're still talking about colors. It's been really an interesting project, and I'm happy to say we could be going to the next Sussex seasons, which is season 2, season 3, and season 4.
Wonderful.
Thanks to Filmmaking as well.
Wonderful, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I'd like to actually have a role there.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a role in that situation. But man, colors seems like it's taking off. When do you think production will start?
Probably, I would say around about the end of the year.
Wonderful.
No, I'm lying. Because now we're in September now. Probably next year, somewhere in the middle of next year, because it takes quite time to develop.
Yeah.
So the development only is going to take about 6 months or something like that, just scripting the next successive season. So we're rolling cameras, so we're going to stay in touch. I'll send you a link.
Awesome. Lastly, when is the Rustenburg Film Festival taking place, and how can people get in touch to be a part of it?
All right, so Rustenburg Film Festival takes place 6 to 10 November.
Cool.
Yeah, which is just about in 2 months' time, right? And we have already opened for registrations. So you can go to rustenburgfilm.co.za and you just register there. It's gonna be it's gonna be something. This year it's our awards edition. So we have every 2 years we hold awards. So we got awards this year. We had some 2021 because we didn't have a festival in 2022. So 2021 it was massive. So we issued awards to local filmmakers, international filmmakers. And then our partnerships on the festival includes the likes of Canon. Canon always come to our festival to offer a seminar on how to, create a good picture using their technologies. And they also issue an award. So they have an award that they issue besides them just conducting a workshop. And then this year we've onboarded Final Draft, which is world's leading script writing software, isn't it? They gave us over 60 licenses to give to our quick starters. So we have a session. I'm sorry to take your time. We have a session in the festival which we call quick starters, which is designed for new entrants into the industry. So you're entering the industry and you just want to get started quickly. So we offer you that, which is performance, script writing, directing, producing, cinematography, documentary filmmaking. So those are designed for that. They will run concurrently with the rest of the usual industry seminars. Because sometimes you at a festival, you've got new entrants who get intimidated by hearing these huge kind of workshops and the terminology going on there. They get intimidated. So we thought, let's create a space for them. So Final Draft is giving 50 licenses to all of our quick starters participants. So you come, we teach you how to do script writing, and then we give you the software to access the program that you need to. I don't know what else we can do.
That's really amazing, man. That's really amazing.
Those are our partnerships. We also have the National Film and Video Foundation, who's our diligent partner every year. They are always there. And then the Rustenburg local municipality as well. It's also a partnership with us. And then we've got the Spanish embassy also coming in, because we've got, I don't know, the festival has become so popular in Spain.
That is, I wonder why. How come?
My man, I also don't know. We had 1,100 entries this year. Films entered into our festival. We selected 96.
Sure.
635 films in there were from Spain.
From Spain?
Yes,
That is a very interesting thing.
from Spain. And the quality levels from Spain are just tremendous. So we love selecting their programs, their films, because we want to show our local filmmakers. It doesn't matter if you are doing a 5-minute film or a 3-minute. Treat it like a proper feature film. Look at the quality levels that we have here. So that's how we try to also, develop. But yeah, that's our festival.
Brilliant. When is it happening again?
It's 6 to 10 November.
Okay.
Yes, and it's happening at the Rustenburg Civic Theatre.
Okay.
I'm sure you know where that is. Most people would know. And it's happening between the Civic Theatre and also Stekineko Waterfall, the mall, the one in Rustenburg. There's another waterfall in Rustenburg.
Okay. Wonderful. Because I think it would be great for the Film Biz show to come that side. And,
Please.
Yeah,
please.
it would be awesome for us to see the work that you're doing.
Please. We'll be praying.
Definitely. No, we'll have a conversation.
Thank you.
At least we've started a good relationship and we hope that it can go forward.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, man. Truly appreciate.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Sure.